All right, so how do we make our own Yoni steam at home? If you clicked on this video, you probably already know what Yoni steam is, but let's just remember the key benefits. Yoni steam is an ancient practice that has been around for thousands of years. It's a practice of steaming our lady parts, sitting over a warm steam, usually infused with some anti-inflammatory herbs, and relaxing, breathing, connecting to our feminine nature, spending some time intentionally caring for our womb. It's important to know that there are contradictions for this practice. If you have heavy bleeding or too much heat in your body, most likely you cannot do this practice. You need to always consult a medical practitioner before introducing something like this into your life. And do your own research. I'm sharing here my personal experience and the way to create the most amazing Yoni steam at home using nothing like a Yoni stool, no special herbs. You don't need to spend any more money on this practice. You can actually make it at home using what you already have and some really basic kitchen ingredients. So this practice is amazing for healing period pain. I really have healed my pain using this practice after trying everything else that's out there. It's really, after spending so much money and time trying different things, this one practice helped me. And there is another video where I tell you about my experience. This practice is also really praised for increasing sensitivity and pleasure capacity of our sexuality and sensuality. This practice is just so beautiful. It also helps us to connect with our pelvis, with our sexual organs, with our womb, and have a moment of self-care and nourishment of our feminine energy. So if this sounds like something you actually want in your life, what you can do is create your own Yoni steam ritual. And there are just a few simple elements to that. What you need a pot. You need a big pot, a kitchen pot, maybe a pot you use to make a big soup, like this size, about this size, on which you can sit. So you have a big pot and you need a kettle to boil water, or you can boil water directly in this pot. And then you need some anti-inflammatory herbs. Do your own research, what herbs work for you. I use anti-inflammatory herbs like rosemary and thyme and lavender. And I really love, if I can, going to a forest and collect my own herbs. Or of course, I just buy some organic herbs from a supermarket. Then you need clean filtered water. Don't use just tap water. We want a really clean filtered water. So you can actually have steam that is really clean and nourishing and healthy for your sacred parts. Yeah. So make sure your water is clean. You choose your own herbs. And then you need a big blanket that you can cover yourself with. And you need a towel. What you're going to do is you're going to boil some water in your kettle or boil directly in your pot. And then you're going to put some herbs into the pot, add that water, or put those herbs directly into the boiling water and let them mix, let them settle in for just 3 minutes. In that time, you're going to set up your space. Find a sofa that you can lean on, or an armchair, something soft. I prefer a sofa. Then put a couple of pillows on the floor, and this will be the space where you put your knees on, so your knees can be nice and soft. And then you're going to put one towel on the floor in between the pillows. And on top of that towel, you're going to put your pot. So we have a pot and 2 pillows on both sides. A pot is on top of the towel, so you don't damage the floor. And then you get another towel and you wrap it around the actual pot. And then you're going to take your blanket, another blanket, a big enough blanket that you can fully cover yourself with from your belly and from your lower back. And then you're going to fully undress from the bottom. No panties, no nothing, and sit over the steam. And as you sit over the steam, you can lean on a sofa, so it's more comfortable. lean forward a little bit and place your pelvis over this steam. You don't need to sit on the pot. It can be actually a little bit too hot, especially in the beginning. So you mostly lean forward on a sofa. And sometimes if you want, if you feel it's already not that hot, you can sit down on the pot if it's more comfortable for you. Now, this position is not super comfy for everybody. I love it. I actually did buy a Yoni stool and tried that, and I prefer this position still. So I'm still doing it in this way. If it's super uncomfortable, if you have issues with your knees, you might need to buy a Yoni stool so you can sit like on a normal chair. But that is an investment to make. If you're not ready for that investment, and if you're comfortable with just a normal way like I am, then do it in this way. Try it. It's amazing. And then what you do when you sit over that steam, making sure the heat, it's not too hot, never overheating. Like you don't need to be burning. Your skin there is really, really sensitive. So make sure you're not burning anything. You sit over the steam, and this is where the most important part of this practice starts. You're not sitting on your phone. You're not watching TV. You're connecting to your womb. You're just present with your womb. You're sitting there. You can put on some really lovely music and just relax and breathe. And with each breath, relax your pelvic floor. With each exhale, relax your pelvic floor even more. Relax your muscles inside your pelvis. Allow a sense of like muscles dropping a little bit, and just breathe and breathe and breathe. And start just taking yourself into this gentle trance. Yeah, I very often feel like I'm a little bit high when I do this practice in a pleasureful way, in a good way. And you just sit there and you express gratitude to your womb for being this beautiful space of creativity, of fertility that connects you to feminine wisdom. Even if you've never done something like that before, just start honoring your womb, start honoring this energy that lives there, start honoring its potential for creativity, creating a baby, or just carrying that creative energy for creating projects. Just spend this time like a very sacred time with yourself, with your womb, with your fertility. And in this way, by sending these positive thoughts and relaxing your pelvic floor, you are going to enhance the benefits of this practice massively. So you're sitting there in full presence, breathing, enjoying this warm steam going in, and sending gratitude to your body for the fertility that it carries, especially if you have issues with fertility. This is your space to actually give a lot of love to the space so it can start awakening. And if you are fully fertile, it's your space to express gratitude for it, for your femininity, for your womb, for your organs, and whatever place you are in life. So have this as a meditative, connected, sacred practice, and you're going to start enjoying its benefits. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you try doing this practice, please tell about it in comments. I would love to know how it is going for you. It means so much to me to know that this work goes somewhere, reaches someone, helps someone. I started this channel just now. I'm starting to consistently post it here to share my experience exploring feminine embodiment, ancient practices, holistic approach to our women's well-being, to sexuality, to pleasure, to relationships. I'm going to be sharing here a lot of my own experience, my own stories, and hopefully support some of you on this journey who are on this journey as well. I'm Maria Grinina. I'm the founder of Feel, and I am creating real-life experiences, retreats, workshops. I run online journeys for women. I do have a lot of experience in this field. I consistently and continuously meet incredible teachers and support women on this journey. So there is a lot coming on this channel. And if you resonate with this work, please hit subscribe. I am excited to continue connecting with you.